What's going on, everybody? Today I want to talk a little bit about version 18.1, which is set to release in a few days here on June 4th. Now, for the most part, I'm just going to skim through this post pretty quickly because a lot of this is pretty standard for a minor update. We're getting a new monthly event quest. We're getting new bonus content in the form of assassin assignments and merc missions, which is fantastic because that also means we're going to get a little bit of bonus rewards if we choose to participate in this bonus content, so that's always good to see. And then we have a list of bug fixes and improvements, and some of which are quite good, especially this top line here where it says fixed an issue where champions could not block following an evade. The reason why this is so important is because if you're using Stark Spidey, which a lot of players are using Stark Spidey, and you fight an enemy that is an Agent Venom, and Agent Venom uses his L1 ability, and you auto-evade the first bullet, you can't block the rest of those bullets, and you could end up getting a massive bleed on yourself, right? Agent Venom, especially on the right node, or just in difficult content like Labyrinth of Legends, or in dungeons or something like that, Agent Venom's bleed on the L1 could be devastating, can actually kill you. So the fact that now this issue is fixed and we can actually block those bullets if an auto-evade occurs, that's really great. That's really fantastic that Kabam was able to fix this. So everything is good up until this point, right? Well, a few bug fixes later, we see here, fixed an issue where Archangel's stuns from Neurotoxin were not acting as a debuff. Go ahead and pop in game and talk a little bit about Archangel for a second. So if we click on his ability page here and we go down to Neurotoxins, you can see the last part of it says, on expiry, Neurotoxins have a 100% chance to stun their target for 1.5 seconds. This effect will not interrupt a special attack. Okay, it doesn't say anywhere in his ability page that Archangel actually has this hidden ability where his Neurotoxin stuns can actually stun immune enemies. He can actually do that. That's right. I mean, it wouldn't be obvious if you just started playing this game. You wouldn't think that there's a way for any champion to stun a stun immune. But Archangel, he's totally unique in this way that right now he can actually stun immunes. Not only that, but the stun from his Neurotoxin is not affected by limber nodes. So you have a guaranteed 1.5 second stun. That's happening every time. It's not affected. It's not going to be reduced in duration by that limber node. So that was a pretty cool thing that Archangel had that was unique to him, right? But it didn't say it anywhere in the description. So I mean, based off of the information up until this point, at least, I can certainly see why they're saying fixed an issue where Archangel stuns, no longer acting as debuff. Basically, he's not going to be able to stun immune enemies anymore. But here's the issue that I have with this. Back in January, someone posted in the bugs and known issues section of the forums saying, I have found that Archangel can bypass nodes that involve stun immunity to the opposer. This only happens though when a Neurotoxin ends. Parry still does not work. Is this intended or unintended? So you still can't parry stun a stun immune champion. It's only the Neurotoxin expiring that is capable of stunning them. Kabam Wolf then replies saying, Hey OP, just wanted to pop in and confirm that this is working as intended. Thanks. So whether this is a bug and we're getting some misinformation from Kabam Wolf, or this actually is working as intended, or it was working as intended and now is being nerfed, doesn't really matter as far as I'm concerned. Bug, nerf, doesn't matter what you want to call it. The bottom line is that players had this information available to them and could have been using this information to determine which champions they were going to rank up and which champions they were going to awaken. It's even possible that players didn't even know that this mechanic existed, that Archangel was able to stun a stun immune champion, because it is something totally unique, right? It's not in its description. Unless you've actually done it before, then you might not have known about it. And then they see something like this. They see this post, and they're like, oh wow, I had no idea that Archangel could do that. That's so cool. I'm definitely going to rank up Archangel as soon as I possibly can. And this was posted on January 3rd, prior to when a lot of players had the chance to complete Act 5 100%. They finish up Act 5, they might have been on the fence of who to rank up. They see something like this, they're like, wow, that's it, man. That's the last thing I needed to hear. I already liked Archangel enough as it is. Now I'm definitely going with Archangel, right? So the fact that this is being changed, I think players should get some rank down tickets. I think players should get some Archangel-specific rank down tickets, right? Don't give players a chance to rank down whatever champion that they ranked up and now they regret. But at least give players the opportunity to rank down Archangel. But we have a post here from Kabam Mike saying, Hey everybody, I'm sorry to report that a moderator gave you incorrect information when this was first reported. We know how important it is for us to be sure that we're giving you the most accurate information that we possibly can. This was a bug, and although it was a long-standing one, it doesn't mean that we didn't have to fix it. Archangel's stun was not acting like every other stun in the game. The issue with having a stun that does not act like a debuff is that it was causing a lot of problems, and with more new content and modes being added, this was becoming a bigger and bigger problem. So, I mean, I could understand this. I could totally understand this, right? Sometimes misinformation gets spread. It sucks, but still, at the end of the day, somebody was using that information that was being given to the players to make their decisions, right? So again, I feel like some rank down tickets should be given out. I also understand the need for it to change based on, you know, new content and modes being added. If there's something preventing new content from being added, then it has to change, right? I mean, what's better, getting to keep this one really cool mechanic or not getting any new content? We need new content or else the game's going to die. Like, it sucks that this has to get changed. I don't think anybody was asking for this to get changed, right? I thought it was something really cool and unique that Archangel can do, but at the same time, it does make sense that, you know, a stun immune enemy shouldn't be able to be stunned, right? So I can understand the need to change it, but still, again, I feel like rank down tickets should be issued. But he goes on to say here, saying, we don't have any plans to distribute rank down tickets, as this is resolving a bug and not changing an intended fundamental champion mechanic in a significant way. So, like I said, I can certainly understand everything in this post, but I also disagree with it at the same time, and hopefully Kabam will also kind of change their mind and realize that a good number of players could have used that information to rank up Archangel. Now, Archangel, I mean, he's still a good champion. That's the only change that's happening to him. He still has crazy damage with his bleeds and poisons. He can still shut down healing. He can still turn off offensive and defensive abilities and everything like that. So nothing is actually getting changed other than the fact that he can't stun immunes, and the Limber node now affects his neurotoxins as well. He's still a cool champion. Like, even if we got rank down tickets, I wouldn't necessarily rank down my 4-star here. To be honest, I feel like Archangel has kind of dropped off, at least in terms of the very high-level competitive alliance war. So if I had a 5-star, I actually would rank him down. But that kind of doesn't really have to do with this change happening here to his neurotoxin stun. So I don't think it actually has that big of an impact on the landscape of the game as a whole. But still, there's certainly players who this will impact, and they should at least get an opportunity to rank down their Archangel if they so choose, at least. I've talked to a couple of people who have 565 Archangels, some saying they're going to keep even if they get ranked down tickets and this is not going to affect them much, and others saying that this is a big deal and they would rank down the champ. So yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about this. I'm sure it's going to be split in the comments as it usually is. But that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully Kabam gives out those Archangel specific rank down tickets, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.